Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw, it's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Jets hit 10-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He finds Wilson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Hall. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In motion left is Wilson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones throwing on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fields in right around the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding?
Unfortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. And pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 17, Rodgers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coach.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Now Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
McCann's kick up and good.
And the lead now 11, 24-13.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
McCann's got it teed up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jones.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
From the 27, Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
30. Inside. Hey, 88.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Touchdown, Giants! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. It's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It's a gain of 34. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers throwing here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. McCann's got it teed up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally...
And that's caught inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants come up with a late turnover. But